Our school has hosted the first exchange of students within the Erasmus Plus project we are working with. It's called SHARE, and it has three main lines of work. The first one is fostering sensitivity for the heritage of the area, the region, or even the country of the partner schools. The second line is learning through service. This implies that the students will analyze the needs of the area, and once they have decided on the most important ones, they will design a service activity and offer it eventually to the community. This way, they will be helping the community. Finally, we have the short-term exchanges of students. The students of all the partner schools will be working together at different stages of the project. We also have long-term mobilities. Students from partner schools will spend 2 months studying in a partner school.
On Sunday, the 20th of January, our families and us were waiting at the airport for our guests, who arrived in different flights. We felt really excited, but a bit nervous too, since it will be a completely new experience for all of us and for our families too. We all went back home with our guest brothers and sisters and started to get to know each other a bit more. Although we had already been in contact, the internet helps a lot. On Monday, the headmistress, the head of studies, and the coordinator of the program welcomed our new friends and the teachers who came with them. They gave us credentials to help us work together in a nice bag and a notebook with the logo of the project. This week was going to be very important, and we really felt as a part of a working team. After some group photos, we had the opportunity to get to know each other better with a warming up activity in which we learn things about the region and its heritage, and also mix with the students from the 4 countries. And teachers had to work too, but we won them. Then we had some drama activities that were lots of fun. It was time to start working. First, we learned how heritage is all around and the different types of heritage: tangible, intangible, natural, and digital. Then we knew what a SWOT analysis is. Find the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats of an issue. In groups, we did one analysis for each of the countries. And then presented our results to the other groups.
For our festivals, we have a better community because, for example, Oktoberfest.
We do have a rich heritage. We have a lot of...
This was very interesting and something we will probably have to use in the future jobs, so it was great to know how it works. But not everything in this project is work. Since it's related to fostering sensitivity for the heritage, we started our first field trip to Cudillero, one of the most popular places in Asturias. We learned many things about the traditions of this lovely fishing village. Then, the Councillor of Culture and Education, Felipe Fernández, welcomed us and offered some yummy things to eat. We were hungry after walking in this village. Some students loved the croquetas and learned to say the word. We want to thank our town hall for always helping the school in all the projects we have.
On Tuesday, we started the day with some more drama lessons, which, again, were so fun. But then, it was time to get back to work.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Have a nice day. Thank you. This is going to be great fun.
We had some training on learning through service. We attended a presentation on it and about one activity that had been done at IES Celas, when the students offered guided visits explaining the heritage of our school and its surroundings. Our guests could attend one of these visits with students from the 3rd year. After the break, The school magazine reporters interviewed the participants, and we learned a lot about what they liked of our country and our school, the differences.
So the first one question is, have you ever been to Spain before?
No, I haven't been to Spain. It's the first time, but I think it's really beautiful here and nice country. Also, especially Asturia, because I think it looks a lot like Germany, because there's also a lot of forests and yeah.
Then we all went on a tour around the school, so that they could know how it really works. The students in the last year at school who had taken part in long-term mobilities in our previous Erasmus Plus project, Smile, explained everything. Back to work. It was time to work in transnational groups and start to analyze the needs and think about what service could be offered. We needed to train and practice this, since it's going to be key in our project. Exchanging ideas and different points of view was very interesting, and talking in English all the time was a bit exhausting, but we felt that little by little we were doing better and better. In the afternoon there was a second field trip, this time to Avilés, which has plenty of historic sites. We had a wonderful guide who explained everything in a very interesting way, but there was something else keeping us company: the rain and the cold. It didn't stop raining the whole day, so it was a nice surprise when our host teachers took us to a big cafe and told us that we were going to enjoy something typical in Spain: a warm chocolate with churros. It was delicious. We also had to show them our gastronomic intangible heritage.
On Wednesday, there would be no work, just fun and more rain. We went to Oviedo. The day before, we had watched a video of the important heritage sites that this city has, especially the Romanesque churches. Unfortunately, we couldn't see the ones in the hill. The path we had to walk had become a stream due to the rain. Luckily, we could go by coach to see San Julián de los Prados. Then we visited the city center, the cathedral, the university. Oviedo is such a beautiful city. After all the walking under the rain, the teachers gave us some free time to spend together, having lunch, going shopping. They even took us to a shopping center. We know that has nothing to do with heritage, but the rain was getting on everybody's nerves. We needed a dry place.
After all the fun yesterday, today we had to work hard to finish all the tasks. Each group decided the service activity and presented it to the rest of the groups. A board game, cleaning the beaches, a website were some of the possibilities.
So we thought of doing this game because it's easy to play, even for children. And to find the matching cards, you have to look at the picture and read the description and name. The cards are divided into two parts, and to get all the information and see the whole picture, you have to find the two halves and put them together.
The museums and culture places, the restaurants and cafes, hotels, and the real Stockholm. And we thought that we should put real Stockholm because there's a lot of places.
Because it's a lot of roads, so it's hard to find the right place. So with this board game you have the map in the middle, and you roll a dice, and if you land on, for example, this one, then there will be a...
we are going to tell you about the global warming and the threats, important to do this. The index is the first introduction. What is the global warming? The plastic is disclaimer to animals dying, trash status, why do people throw rubbish to the sea, how does contamination affect animals, what can we do about global warming, a special day, and conclusion.
We also started working with the twin space, uploading all the results and writing about our experience during this week on a twin board. By 2:30, we were really hungry and looking forward to the lunch with all the families, teachers, etc. The families, the Parents' Association and the school had lots of different dishes typical of the area waiting for us. After eating, we learned how to pour cider. The German team sang some songs dressed in their traditional costumes. The Swedish taught us how to dance a particular song. We danced La Macarena and ABBA, of course. We had so much fun. We were all friends now and we knew the exchange was about to finish.
Friday already! We couldn't believe that the week had gone by so quickly. Our guest students attended some lessons on games. Then it was time to take the German students to the airport. It was very sad to have to say goodbye. After the farewell, we went on a field trip to the mine museum in Arnau. It's amazing. A mine next to the sea, with galleries that went under it. This area is also very rich for the fossils that can be found on the rocks. Our biology teacher explained them to us. Back to school and back home with our friends. There were no activities, so we all went with our families to different places they had not seen yet. It was nice to have this free time with them, so that we could spend more time together.
On Saturday morning, it was time to say goodbye at the airport. We were sad but also happy because we had made some very good friends that we will see again in the other exchanges that the project has planned. Looking forward to them.
It was great to have our partners with us, sharing not only work but also fun, friendship, traditions, a good laugh. It is with these short-term exchanges that we, the teachers who fight to be granted an Erasmus Plus project and then work hard to carry it out, understand that it's really worthwhile. Seeing 33 students working together for a week, learning so much, it's something that you can only get to know if you really experience it in person. That's why we want to thank the European Union for keeping and even improving these programs.